Hey everyone, good morning. I'm Priyanshi Agarwal and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now we are going to see today's LeetCode daily challenge, which is minimum number of operations to make elements in array distinct. Okay, so let's see what is this question and how we can solve it. So in this question, you are given an integer array nums. You need to ensure that the elements in the array are distinct. To achieve this, you can perform the following operation any number of times. Okay, so you have been given with an array and you need to ensure that all the elements of that array should be distinct. And to make all the elements of the array distinct, you can perform this operation any number of times. What is that operation? Remove 3 elements from the beginning of the array. If the array has fewer than 3 elements, remove all the remaining elements. So you can remove the starting 3 elements of the array any number of times to make all the array elements distinct. Okay. Note that an empty array is considered to have distinct elements. Return the minimum number of operations needed to make the elements in the array distinct. So you have been given with an array nums and you need to make all the elements of the array distinct by performing a operation, and the operation is you can remove starting 3 elements of the array, and if a complete array has less than 3 elements, then you need to remove all the elements, and if an array is empty, then it is considered to have distinct elements, and you need to return the minimum number of operations to make that array distinct. Okay, so let's see it with this example. So you have been given with this example. So see here, this 3 are repeating 3 times, 2 is repeating 2 times. So all the elements in this array are not distinct. Okay, so let's try performing that operation. If we remove these 3 elements, then does all the elements of this array becomes distinct? No, they still have repeating elements. So let's remove next 3 elements as well. Now yes, now 3, 5, 7 are distinct. Okay, so what we can say, we have taken 2 operations to make all the array elements as distinct. So one very basic brute force approach which comes to our mind for solving this question is that, let's say if you have array something like this, 1 2 3 3 2 4 5. Cool. So what we can do, if we are at this index, then we will check whether this array contains all the distinct elements or not. If not, then what we will do? We will simply remove these 3 elements and will come at this index. Now again check whether this array contains all the distinct elements or not. If not, then we will remove the 3 elements. If yes, then it should be fine. So yes, it contains all the distinct elements. Then we will simply return 1. So what we are doing, we are taking one loop for checking for all the elements, and another loop, let's say we can check for unique elements in the array, which will also take big O of n complexity. So its overall time complexity will become big O of n square. Okay, but let's see how we can check for unique elements with the code. Its code is quite simple. So see here, we are iterating on this loop. Let me take that example as well. 1 2 3 4 2 3 3 5 7. 1 2 3 4 2 3 3 5 7. Cool. Okay, so what we are doing, we are at this index, right? Now we will check whether this complete array contains unique elements or not. If yes, then we will simply return our result. Otherwise, we will simply increment our result. It means we have removed these 3 elements and jumped to this element now, this index now. Okay, so let's check if whether this array contains unique elements or not. How will we check? We can simply create a set which will store the elements we have already seen. So let's say we are at this index. Now we will start iterating from this index. 1 2 3 4. Cool. Oh, now 2 is already there in the set. So what we can say, this array doesn't contain all the distinct elements. So what we will do, we will remove these 3 elements and we will increment our result to 1, and we jump to I is equals to I plus 3. It means now we are at this index. Now again we will check whether this array contains unique elements or not. Okay, let's check 4 2 3. Oh, 3 again. we have already 3 in the set, so no, this array also doesn't contains unique elements. So what we will do, we will increment our result and jump I to I plus 3. Now it is pointing to this location. Now again let's check whether this array contains unique elements or not. 3, 5, 7. Yeah, this array contains unique elements. So if it will return true, then we will simply return our result. It means it will return 2. Cool. So the time complexity of this approach will be big O of n square, and its space complexity will be big O of n, as we are using this set to check for the elements. This big O of n square complexity will work because the constraints in the question are very low, so it will be 100 की power 2 only, which is 10 की power 4, which is quite good. Okay, but do we really need to check for all the elements complete array again and again? Like if we are at this index, then again we are checking for all the elements. If we are at this index, then again we are checking for all the elements. Do we really need to check for all the elements again and again? Okay, so let's see. 4, 2, 3, 3, 5, 7. Cool. Okay, now let's say if we start iterating from the end, let's say we are at 7. Oh, 7, let's say we have also created our set scene. We are at 7. 7 is not there, it means we can take it. Okay, now let's say we are at 5. 5 is not there in this set. Okay, we can take it. 3. 3 is not there in this set. Okay, we can take it. Now again 3. Oh, let me just also write the indexes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 3. 3 is already there in the map. It means we have to remove all the elements before 3. Because we have got the index, we have got our first index where the elements have started repeating from the back. So we can't take any element before that element in our final array. So we have to remove all the elements from the back, right? So here our index is 5 and we will need 2 operations to remove it, right? So what we can do, we can simply return I by 3 plus 1. It means 5 by 3 plus 1, it means 2, right? So what we have done, we have simply started iterating from the back and got our first index where the elements started repeating, and simply remove all those elements before that element, because we can't take any elements before that, because ultimately we have to remove this element because they are repeating. So obviously if we need to remove this element, then we can't take any element before that element, right? So in this we are just doing a simple iteration, so its time complexity will become big O of n. We are using an unordered set to store the elements, so its space complexity will also remain n. Okay, so let's see its code as well. Its code is quite small. So we have started iterating from the end, and if our set contains that element, then yes, we will return that number of operations we need to remove those elements. Otherwise, we will simply insert those elements in the set. And if we have not returned at any point in this loop, it means all the elements in the array are already distinct. So we will simply return 0 by the end of this loop. Cool. So yeah, this was all for this question. This was a pretty easy question. I hope you get it. But if you still have any doubts, then you can post in the comment section. I will surely try to answer them. Till then, bye guys. See you in the next video.